Getting a new customer by giving them a free sample. Nothing new. But how do we get here? It starts here, on the back of a car. You see the driver here, let's call the driver Joe. Joe read an ad on Craigslist that he could make some extra money by putting a sticker on the back of his car. A sticker that has an ad for your product that you want to sample. Now, what makes this different for you is that you only have to pay Joe each time there's a successful sampling. So if Joe sticks your ad on the back of his car and your ad isn't successful, you don't have to pay Joe. You could try this out with one Joe or with 100 Joes. The point is that this is like an infinite loan for advertising dollars. Let me show you how it works once Joe gets in your system. Joe buys an ad from you. Now, you could pay for this ad, or you could have Joe pay for this ad. It's a sticker that he sticks on the back of his car, and it's got the offer. Now, what makes Joe interested in putting this ad on his car is that this code right here, freebie, is unique only to Joe. So you can have one gate code, which would be 68514, and all of your different drivers, you'd have different key codes. Now, when anyone sends a text message here, we'll know that it's to Joe because he's the only one with that key code. When people go to redeem this, they will text in freebie to 68514. From there, we have two options. The first is that we could have people at a call center call the prospect back and then take their address and then associate them with Joe in your backend CRM, and then Joe would get the commission and this would be done. A second option is to take out the callback and have people get a text message back and complete their sampling over the web like this. They would get a text message back, they would click the link, and then they would be taken to a page like this. Now, we would know that this is still going to be associated with Joe, and once they enter their name, address, city, state, and zip, boom, they click it, they get their free product, and Joe gets logged to them in your CRM, and then you pay Joe whatever you work out with him in your contract. And that's that simple. Now, why is this different from other programs? Of course, there are vehicle programs where people do advertise on cars. That's nothing new. But what makes this different is that it's an affiliate program because you're only paying Joe based on the responses that his specific ad gets. So you minimize fraud this way because you don't have people applying and not doing anything. You can also put audit controls in there and make sure that all these people that text in are legitimate. And what makes this different is that you're not only able to get your message out at a grassroots level in front of people when they're driving, but you are also able to indirectly get your message out because if Joe likes you, then he's going to tell his friends about your product. And while Joe may have not seen your product or gotten your traditional advertising may not have gotten Joe's attention, you've certainly got his attention with this opportunity to make money off of your product. So there you have it. You've got direct advertising to the prospects and you've got indirect advertising to Joe and Joe's friends.